All right, MK Zulu. Let's talk music business.
Mhm.
Do you have any team as far as your work ethic is concerned? Like,
I mean, yeah, everybody has a team. My team is really really my band.
okay,
I also play in the band DuPont Brass. It's kind of like where I got, my foundation as an artist, as far as like who I am now. So like everything that I did with them, I kind of started to take and like use for my own. So it's kind of just like using that as training. But besides that, I just have had like a lot of trial and error. I've worked with like a few different people. Um, I do have like a team of like videographers and of course like graphic designers, people I just came up with that really like do the
okay.
same thing.
So you kind of keep people in your circle, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So as far as the legal, side of the business, like, do you have any an entertainment lawyer?
No, not yet. I don't have an entertainment lawyer, but I do have like people that I know I can trust to go to. Say take a look at this for me. And I do know some entertainment lawyers, so like that, I feel like that would never be a problem.
Okay, so how do you protect your intellectual property and your creation, like whatever you're creating? How do you protect that?
Well, I have
Copyright?
yeah, make sure everything's
Okay.
copywritten. In the process of uh, starting, I forgot the name of the kind of company it is.
You have so many companies out there.
Yeah, man. I want to
Ask
say it's my
ask
own
ask
distribution
him or
job.
something. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm signed up with BMI, all that
Yeah, the
stuff.
BMI,
Yeah,
yeah, one of them.
yeah. I'm always making sure that I'm protected and getting my money for what I do.
Okay. So as far as the networking tools like the social media, like how is that for you?
That's pretty cool. I mean, I've always enjoyed it. Like when I was in school, I was a music business major,
Mhm.
so I kind of just it's fun to me to look at like things that people like and why do they like it and
Yeah.
you know the trends and how they change. It's always just been interesting to me to like look at. So I enjoy social media. You can follow me at MK Zulu Music on all of it. And,
Okay.
I like
So
to post pictures and
Any
videos.
Twitter account?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all
MK
MK
Zulu.
Zulu music.
Okay.
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram. If you did that for like YouTube, my page will show up.
Mhm.
Facebook, all that.
Okay. So as far as the social media, how effective do you think sharing your music on social media is? Do you
It
think
is.
it's very effective?
Yeah, it's effective. It's essential as shit. Like in this day and age, like I'll give you a perfect example. Um, I did a studio session at District Sound Lab.
Okay.
And I did a studio session with District Sound Lab years ago, and so we kind of just like reconnected. But anyway, like long story short, I played like some horn stuff for this girl that was doing a session
Hmm.
there, and I recorded some of it and posted it on Instagram. And the the guy from District Sound Lab, Kalen, he reposted it, and because he reposted it, Terrace Martin saw it, and then he started following me. And he's like the producer for like Kendrick Lamar and
Oh, okay.
YB and Corday. Like he's like touching everybody's stuff, even from like in jazz with like Herbie Hancock. So he's like a superstar in my eyes. So like because of social media and because I presented myself in a certain way, like you're able to attract back like the same things that you're looking for.
Okay. So in your opinion, it's very effective.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If
So
you do it right,
yeah,
it's
you're
about
right.
using it.
Yeah.
You know.
So as how about like using like I'm looking at it now as like a promotion tools. Like, have you ever used like the YouTube ad things like the ad
Oh yeah,
thing?
yeah, yeah. My very first video, that's how I got like thousands of views off of that.
Okay.
I
I
just
mean,
had
it
it
costs
put,
money, of
yeah,
course, but
of course,
it
but
is
like I paid for it to be an ad on YouTube.
mhm.
So like when people are on YouTube, they were seeing my video
Yeah.
before they have to like see the video they want.
Yeah.
So people were like calling me like, "Hey man, I see you on YouTube." So it's very effective. Like
I kind of like that though, cause I've seen it most of the time where I would see some rappers that I don't know, it's like, what the hell is this?
yeah, if
And
you
I
like
look
it,
at it, it's
you'll
like,
keep
oh,
looking
it's
at
a
it.
promotion thing.
Yeah.
It just
Mhm.
pops up. it's pretty effective. So I try to raise awareness of, when I talk to people, people don't know those, like, promotion tools that you can legitimately use, on for your own advantage, I guess. So uh, when we talking about the system you have in place to showcase your talent, like any open mics now, or you just with your band you do what you got to do?
Yeah. I just do what I gotta do at this point. You know, but I did spend lots of times at like open mics and everything,
okay.
like honing my craft. But now, like, I don't even really have time to, like. I would love to go like to jam sessions more and stuff like that, but it's so busy. It's just doing the music, working, and making sure everything happens.
So throughout your open mic years, like, do you think the open mics actually are very effective? Because when I talk to some cat, right, they look at it more of like, I mean, they're not getting anything, like, of value out of the open mics. So the promoters tend to tailor to some artists, and then some artists are not, are not taken care of. And what I've seen myself is when I go to open mics, like, most artists, as soon as they perform, they don't want to stay and support the other artists, which is really, it's not an attractive way of, supporting each other, I guess, in my opinion. But, like, in your opinion, you're saying, going to open mic, even with those kind of, like, flaws, is still a good thing to do.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's about performance experience. So whatever can get you that performance experience, do it. And you'll know when you're ready to, like, not have, like, not grow away from those things, or say, okay, now I'm gonna start charging or whatever. Sometimes people feel themselves a little too early, but, like, the bottom line is we all gotta put that work in at some point.
So as far as you're an artist, of course, you have to get paid. That's the bottom line. Where is your revenue comes from? Performing, part of the band, or charging people for features? Like, how?
I do, like, music in any capacity I can. So I'm actually a school teacher right now. This is my first year, teaching music. I mean, I've taught music other ways, but this is like my first year as like a full-time teacher. So I do that. I also teach trumpet lessons privately. And then I also, from performing and doing, like, clinics with my band, and then doing performances as a solo artist. I'm also in an agency band. So, like,
you're pretty busy.
I do, like, weddings and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, because you gotta take care of yourself, and then you gotta reinvest in yourself too. And all takes money. So I do everything I can to, like, get money, and then of course from, like, streams and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's nice. Do you have any merchandise that,
I do.
as far as your band and or?
You mean on me right now?
No, not on you right now, but as far as, like, generating.
Absolutely. My band, we've put out a few records at this point, probably like 4 or 5, and then I just put out my first album, my first official album, like, online everywhere in 2 months, and it's done crazy.
Okay, and what is the title of the album?
The title of my album is The Rance Experiment.
Okay. And then it's just like a classical jazz thing, or?
Nah. So Rance is actually an acronym for rapping ass nigga trumpeter singer.
Okay.
So it's actually me rapping, singing, and playing trumpet throughout the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
And then just me exploring different ways to do that. So sometimes I'm singing more, sometimes I'm rapping more, sometimes I'm playing trumpet more.
Depends. So you're more like like I said, I don't know if that's the big of a comparison, but like a Prince per se, because I know he's very talented.
That's crazy. No one's ever said that.
No, I mean, if you could do all of that, you could rap music, with music, play music, play the instrument, being able to sing, being able to rap, like. You see what I'm saying? The only thing you need is the fame, I guess.
Just need to find the people that like that same shit.
Because not a lot of people can do all of that. Some might sing, some might play a little bit of piano, but it's being able to cover that whole spectrum, that of, like, being talented. It's not many people. It takes discipline.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I was telling you earlier, I try to play piano. But I never find the discipline to actually, like, learn all the chords and like play with harmony, like the classical, piano player. It takes time.
Yeah, lots of time. I've spent well over 10,000 hours. I'm pretty sure at this point. I haven't counted. I think I did at one point, and I was like halfway there, but that was years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm sure put my 10,000 hours in.
And then one thing too, like, is that? Do you think is that 10,000 hours like there is a truth behind it?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like when you spend so much time with one thing, and then eventually it becomes like second nature. Like even on days when I feel like I sound like shit, like someone in the crowd isn't gonna know that unless they like know me or they study with me or know my sound or something like that, or just my writing process. Like everything, I'm able to go and like pop out songs like that because I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
Like I've been writing since I was 12. Like song after song after song. So. Or even just practicing going into the studio. I've been in so many studio situations now when I go into one. Like I just had a session on Thursday. I was supposed to record one song in an hour and a half with another guy from DuPont. We were just supposed to be doing some roughs, and we ended up doing 3.
Wow.
Just because, we know how to be efficient because we've done it so much.
Yeah.